He's still alive. The avalanche.
This is Will Ospreay, a 30-year-old Assassin's Creed fan who many consider to currently be the best professional wrestler in the world.
Dumping Ospreay on his head, but
Will's not just a fan of Assassin's Creed though. His entire career was built on the foundation of the Ubisoft series, and since his early wrestling days has adopted the Ezio-inspired moniker, the Aerial Assassin.
Work in the dark to serve the light. It just spoke volumes for some strange reason. It was just like, I don't know, it just felt like a superhero in a weird way. And that's like, I love being the good guy. I went on eBay and I just bought like a cosplay outfit of Assassin's Creed, and even though like I was young and like obviously everyone knew it was like a cosplay jacket, people understood what I was going for.
It's been over 10 years since Will first donned the iconic Assassin's hood, and despite its humble beginnings, it stayed with him all the way to WWE's rival promotion, All Elite Wrestling.
the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay!
Along the way, Will spent 8 years in New Japan Pro Wrestling, not only honing his craft, but also his Assassin's Creed-inspired persona.
Assassin's Creed, like, it opened up gateways in my brain with wrestling. So then it made me think so much deeper about the entrance, the way I present and carry myself on camera. Without Assassin's Creed, like, I don't think I would be as far in my wrestling career as I would be right now.
Will's obsession began with Ezio, but strangely, not in Assassin's Creed 2, but rather his third adventure, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Although, after enjoying that game so much, he quickly revisited all of the earlier games. After truly falling in love with the series, he then began to transition Assassin's Creed into his future wrestling career.
I remember when I was training with my trainers, Greg Burridge and Gary Vanderhorn, because he said, like, you've got about 6 seconds to win a crowd over. So the moment you walk through that curtain, you have to have something about you, whether you're a freak or if you've got long hair or you've got, like, whatever, you got to have something about me. You know, I look like, I don't know, like I work in Tesco, do you know what I mean? So really something to really stand out. I love the Assassin's Creed games. I love the way that he moved. I love his character. I love the way that he talked. Me and my friends would go and watch like parkour and free running videos. So like to see like it utilized in a video game, and this guy's like kicking ass as well. I somewhat like have an attachment to this character.
Will's wrestling style evolved with his character, but the Aerial Assassin's love for utilizing the series still grew. So, the next logical step was to name one of his moves in his arsenal after the series as well.
I generally believe it was 2019 when I faced Ibushi, because it got so much of a reaction from people, and like a couple of my friends were like on like the WhatsApp chat group were saying like you should call it the Hidden Blade, like, and I was kind of just like, oh, like I put it out there into the world and everyone liked the idea of it being called the Hidden Blade. Like some fans were tweeting it as well, like, so I was just generally like, oh, you know what, like I'm gonna stick with it, I'm gonna call it the Hidden Blade. I thought it fit perfectly for me anyway. The original move name is called the Infrared. It was invented by Amazing Reds, but like I started calling that the Leap of Faith, which is like a 540-degree corkscrew moonsault. So I called that the Leap of Faith, and the main reason I called it that is because I generally can't see where they are. It is me hoping for the best. Like, so the moment I take off, that's the point where I can see people. Like, so then when I can see them, I can either put the brakes on or I can commit fully to actually hitting the move. But like, yeah, that's the reason why I called it the Leap of Faith, because I have no idea if that is behind me or not.
He's up to the top. Nope.
Adopting a video game character for your wrestling persona may feel unique, and it is, but wrestlers regularly scour unique places for character development inspiration.
My upbringing in wrestling as well was Lucha Britannia, right? So that they would put a mask on you and went, well, today you're a lizard. And they're like, well, what does a lizard do? And you're like, well, it's for you to work out. There is parts of me that like understand, like, you do have to become a character and get outside of your comfort zone. We play video games and we like wrestling for the same reasons, to escape the real world. The real world sucks sometimes, but we have to live in it. But for those few hours that we can have like a little bit of a break from the real world, where we don't have to look at like our tax brackets, we don't have to deal with our governments, and we don't have to listen to like people just spouting off lies constantly, and we can just sit there and enjoy something that we love.
Being the best wrestler in the world doesn't always allow you a great amount of time to play video games. And although he admittedly has fell behind on his gaming knowledge, the Assassin's Creed series is still of great interest to Will.
They're doing a new one. I think it's set in Japan as well. I've been waiting for this all my life, mate. Japanese Assassin's Creed is exactly what I've been waiting for my entire life. I'm so excited for that one to come out.
In a world where wrestling superstars like The Rock, John Cena, and Dave Bautista have taken over Hollywood, could Will ever one day see himself living out his Assassin's Creed fantasies on the silver screen?
Mate, so I was in New Japan, and I believe this is when Assassin's Creed, the film, came out, which I know not many people enjoyed talking about, but like I still found the good in it. They wanted to use some of my photos in New Japan to help advertise the movie coming over. And they had like a good communication system. So they said if there was going to be an Assassin's Creed 2, I might be able to do some like stunt work in it. And I generally got excited for it. Nothing ever came of it. And it was flipping 2017 that came around. But I've always wanted the idea of like, I'd love to be a part of like the Assassin's Creed.
Although it feels unlikely there's going to be another Assassin's Creed movie anytime soon, Will has already developed an excellent relationship with the series creators Ubisoft, including a partnership for Will to dress as Assassin's Creed Syndicate's version of Jack the Ripper, and make his entrance to the official Assassin's Creed music at Wrestle Kingdom 18, New Japan's equivalent of WrestleMania.
After getting the go-ahead from Ubisoft to have their theme playing for my last Tokyo Dome match, they said that there are avenues and there are options for me to like explore with Assassin's Creed now. So if there ever was like a movie or a game or even like a downloadable character assassin, like I'm completely open for it, man. Like I love the Assassin's Creed franchise. Honestly, it would be an honor.
Perhaps even just a Will Ospreay themed skin in the next game?
Yeah, mate. Like that'd be sick. Especially the outfit I've got now. I look like an Elton John Power Ranger, mate. I look great.
With Don on is that Will Ospreay and Konosuke Takeshita are two of the best young wrestlers in the world today, and we are lucky to have them here in All Elite Wrestling, despite their association with Don Callis.
And I agree with all of that. I really do. It's been a great year for these guys being associated with me. I mean, Ospreay and I beat Kenny Omega. We beat Jericho at Wembley. Takeshita beat Omega twice. That's a hell of a record.
For more on wrestling, why not check out the most insane WWE moments of all time? And for everything else, including Assassin's Creed, stick with IGN.